Hello, Saline. I'm your superintendent, Mr. Graden.
And I'm your principal, Mrs. Helber. This week, we commemorate retiring teachers by thanking them for all they do. Show you a 30-second blooper reel from behind the scenes at SHS Today, look back at last Sunday's commencement ceremony, and give you a spring sports recap with Mr. Palka.
All of this and more on your final episode of
SHS Today.
Students, next week we will be having third trimester final exams. The exams will start on Wednesday, June 12th, with first, second, and fifth hour exams, and a study hall during fourth hour. Exams will conclude on Thursday, June 13th, with third and fourth hour. You will be released from school for the summer at 11:21 a.m.
This year we have 4 retiring teachers from Saline High School. We send it to Emily to see how they got their career started and hear some of their favorite memories from working at Saline area schools.
This year, 4 beloved teachers are retiring from SHS. Mrs. Mabley, Mrs. Converse, Mr. Reddy's, and Frau Hopes have taught us, mentored us, and helped us throughout our high school careers. Almost 20 years later, Frau Hopes has had a wonderful experience teaching in Saline. She recalls a mentor as being the reason she started working here.
When I finished my student teaching in 1992, I kind of knew that there was going to be an opening, not immediately, but in the near future. And it was interesting, my cooperating teacher actually gave me a book when I was done student teaching, and she wrote in the book, "Good luck in Saline." I guess she had a premonition about that I would eventually end up in Saline.
After owning his own company, Mr. Reddy's wanted more spare time to spend with his children, so he began teaching.
We also competed in a competition called Build a Plane, and that was a national competition, and we won that along with another school. So at the end of June here, we're flying out to, or at the beginning of June, we're flying out to Washington, and we're going to build an airplane in 2 weeks. I built this same airplane that we're going out to build here in Washington. I built this with my son 2 years ago. So now I'm the proud owner of an airplane, and what I want to do is travel.
With 37 years teaching as an English teacher in Saline, Mrs. Mabley has many fond memories of her time here.
Definitely the students and just the connections that I've made. It's great to see some of the students that I had that are only a few years younger than I am that I still see once in a while in town. I have to say, taking an 8th grade group to Washington, D.C. was really fun. Just attending proms, graduation, helping students get into college. Those have all been things that really stick out in my mind. There's just been so many great experiences here.
Mrs. Converse started teaching in 1966 and has enjoyed teaching here ever since. She has many favorite aspects of teaching, including her winning debate team and helping students get into college.
But in the classroom, I think it's teaching really good literature and providing some good speaking opportunities for students, and to provide some good writing opportunities for students. And if we can send them out of here with full pockets and making sure that they have the best education possible to face whatever career they're going to enter or whatever university experience they're going to have. It's never been about the money, never will be about the money. This is the place to be.
Thank you for all being wonderful inspirations to all of your students. We wish you well in the new chapter of your lives.
Thank you so much for your many years of dedication to the school, the community, and to our students. We would like to wish you the best of luck in the future and hope you enjoy a wonderful retirement.
Last Sunday, 477 students graduated from Saline High School. I'm very proud of the senior class and their accomplishments. This year's commencement is available online for viewing at www.vimeo.com/SCTN. Therefore, no DVDs will be sold, and here's a quick recap of this year's ceremony.
The students here at SHS Today work hard to get everything just right. But like all of us, they tend to make mistakes along the way. Here's a fun look back at a few of the hiccups from this season.
Guy's making a really funny face. Hold on.
Amp2.
I'm on a horse.
From the big house in our voice cracked. Giggity giggity, giggity goo. Stay classy.
It looks like the SHS Today crew has a lot of fun while producing the show, don't they, Mr. Graden?
They sure do.
To see the full reel of bloopers, visit SHS Today Vimeo page at www.vimeo.com/SHSvideo.
With the spring sports season coming to an end, let's send it over to Assistant Principal and Assistant Athletic Director, Mr. Palka, for this week's sports and the weekend weather.
Hello, Saline. I'm Mr. Palka here to bring you this week's sports and weekend weather. This past spring, our Hornet teams had another impressive season. David Webbin put together a recap of a few of our many accomplishments.
Team finished with a 17-5-1 record and an SEC title to go along with a great season. The softball team finished the season with an impressive 30-2 record and claimed an SEC title as well. Good job, Hornets. The boys and girls track team had a great season as they placed first in the county, SEC, and in regionals. The boys lacrosse team finished with an 11-6 record and had an overall great season. The girls lacrosse team ended the regular season play with a 14-4 record and had a fantastic year. The boys golf team finished 11-0 in conference play, and a big shout out to Caleb Wittig and Ian Martin for receiving SEC honors. The girls soccer team had a very good season, finishing with a 12-8-1 record. The girls water polo team finished with an even record of 15-15-1. The girls tennis team had a great year as Mary Hannah won a single state title. Congratulations, Mary. Finally, we wrap it up with the crew team as two members, Alexis Wolf and Liz Walsh, went to nationals as they placed 6th.
As the spring season wraps up, the baseball team had a tough loss in the district finals against Bedford. The softball team walks away with a district title and is playing in the regional tournament here on Saturday. The girls soccer team finished with the season with a tough regional loss on Wednesday against #1 ranked Plymouth High School, 3-0. And now for your weekend weather. Today is pretty sunny with a high of 70 and a low of 52. This weekend seems to be perfect with a sunny Saturday and a warm high of 72 and a low of 57. Sunday we will see thunderstorms with a high of 75 and a low of 63. With a highly successful sports year, we've come to the end. I'm Mr. Palka. Have a great last week of school.
Well, that's all for the final episode of SHS Today. I'm Mr. Graden.
And I'm Mrs. Helber. We hope you have a safe and enjoyable summer break, and we can't wait to see you back here in the fall.